Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. This video is sponsored by Mordechai Israel Ber Ben Ita Rachel. May be blessed in all his endeavors. You too can sponsor the Torah channel to help support the spreading of God's light throughout the entire world. We find ourselves, my friends, very, very close to the coming of Mashiach. We're at the eve of redemption, B'ezras Hashem, God willing. Right now, all we have to do, because there's so much light waiting at the footsteps, at the doorpost, right about to be revealed, all we have to do now is just to do a little bit more to channel, to reveal this light. What is very interesting, and this is a topic that we all have to meditate and reflect upon and let it penetrate our hearts, is the following. It's not enough to want Mashiach. It's beautiful to want Mashiach, but it's not enough. We have to take that desire and we have to make that reveal the Mashiach within each and every one of us. That is what the Rebbe wants us to do. The Rebbe started a campaign called Miftzayim, which in Hebrew literally means campaign, for different mitzvahs that the Bachrim, the yeshiva students, should go out and should go meet with people who maybe aren't as aware of God, and to get them to do mitzvahs too. An example of this is tefillin. Every Friday, the Bachrim and yeshiva, the students, the yeshiva scholars, go out and they put on tefillin, they wrap phylacteries. You see, those are the black boxes with Bible verses that we put upon our hearts and between our eyes. They go out and they do that with people who maybe wouldn't have done it on their own that day. And with that, we get to share Hashem with others. It's not enough that you are in your room and you're learning Torah and you're connected to the Almighty. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's delicious. But it's not enough. If your neighbor next door doesn't know about Hashem, you have an opportunity to share Hashem with them. We see Avram Avinu, his tent was always opened. He would allow people to come into his house. Abraham, our forefather, he would welcome people into his house. He would do the mitzvah of Hachnasas Orchim. He would invite guests. He would fulfill the good deed of hosting guests and taking care of their physical needs. And not only that, but he would teach them about God. He would give them an opportunity to learn about the Master, the Creator, Hashem as well. And this is incumbent upon each and every one of us. That of course there has to be set aside time. We have to spend our days studying Torah, learning Torah, meditating on Hashem, reflecting His Bundus, which means deep reflection upon Hashem in our own personal life. We have to give charity. We have to do all good things, but we also have to get others to do these mitzvahs as well. Give you a nice story. I heard a beautiful story where there was these yeshiva scholars. They were learning Torah. And then this is when the Rebbe started the campaign of Miftzayim, to go out and to put on tefillin or to learn Torah and to teach others, to teach maybe public school students, people, young Jewish students who didn't go to Jewish school. They would teach them about Judaism, because they didn't learn Hebrew, they didn't learn the Hebrew alphabet, the Aleph Beis, they didn't learn about the Chumash, the Bible. So these Torah scholars would go out and teach these students who didn't have the chance to learn on their own. And they felt, it was getting, in their mind, it was getting a bit out of hand. There was a few times a week that they were going for quite a few hours each time. Twice, 2 or 3 times a week, they would go for a few hours. They felt like they were really missing out on their Torah study, their personal study. They were advancing at intense rates. And now that they were going out to learn with students, they were missing out on great quality Torah study time. So they said, what do we do? Are we doing the right thing? They said, let's go ask the Rebbe. We're not sure. Let's ask the one who knows. Let's ask the Rebbe. He's the Tzaddik. The Tzaddik guides us. So they went to ask the Rebbe. And the Rebbe said to them, they said, Rebbe, we're going out. We're teaching all these kids Torah. We're putting on tefillin with the students. We're doing mitzvahs. We're giving we're giving to the women to light Shabbos candles, the candles for the Sabbath. But are we missing out on our Torah studies? Are we doing the right thing? We're missing out so much. The Rebbe said, well, it may seem that because you're doing these good deeds with the other children, you're missing out on Torah studies. But if you recognize that what you're doing is 1,000 times greater than what you're missing out on, then there's no comparison at all. What you're doing is 1,000 times greater. You're not just there's no even possibility for the term to say you're missing something out. What you're doing is 1,000 times more powerful. So that is what we have to understand in this generation, that we are about to experience the days of Mashiach. Well, we have to daven, we have to pray, we have to do all the mitzvahs, we have to keep the holidays. We have no choice. That is a must, that is a guarantee. But we also have to bring in this new addition, to take things to the next level, to share these mitzvahs with others, to share Hashem with others. There's nothing that Hashem gets more excited about than when you reunite him with his lost child. Because imagine, you bring Hashem's children now are in captivity. The children of Hashem who are not aware of him, who don't learn Torah, who don't do mitzvahs, who they do good deeds. I'm sure every Jew does good deeds, but they're not learning Torah. They're not aware of all the potential good deeds they can be doing. By you bringing them that awareness, you are returning Hashem's lost child to him. You're returning the king's lost prince or princess back to them. And surely Hashem will take care of you. It says Hashem pays a brokerage fee. When you make a deal between him and his children, you get them to do a mitzvah, Hashem pays you a brokerage fee. An agent fee. And of course, this also goes, we have to share the message of with the righteous Gentiles, the Noahides, the 7 laws of Noach. The Rebbe says that in this generation, there's 2 steps to accelerate this process of redemption. 1, teach the world about Mashiach. That will get the world ready and bring the world into a state of Mashiach. Literally, by learning about Mashiach, brings the world into a state of Mashiach. And number 2, teach the righteous Gentiles about the 7 laws of Noach. We have to take this message into our hearts, my friends. Let's share Hashem with everyone around you. Whoever it is, maybe you have that feeling inside you, should I tell them about God? Should I not tell them? Should I tell them about maybe the Torah channel? Should I not tell them? Should I tell them about my personal relationship with Hashem? Should I not tell them? Tell them, my friends. Hashem does the work. When you become a servant of the Almighty, you're not just learning Torah. It's not just your own personal Torah study. When you're sharing Hashem with others, you now become a messenger of the Almighty. So the messenger can go in the name of the one who's sending him. It's like we are shluchim of the Rebbe. The Rebbe sent out thousands of shluchim, messengers, emissaries to the world to teach Torah to the Jews and to teach 7 laws of Noach to the righteous Gentiles around the world. They're called shluchim of the Rebbe. They're in thousands of countries. The Rebbe says, when you go in my name, when you become my messenger to spread Hashem's light to the world, you have added success, added strength, because you're going in the name of the messenger, in the name of the one sending the messenger, in the name of the sender. So we become shluchim of the Rebbe, become shluchim of Hashem. And why? People say, why do you connect to the Tzaddik? Why do you connect to the Rebbe? The answer to that is because the Rebbe is the one who knows the way Hashem wants you to serve him. The Rebbe is the closest one to Hashem. So when you listen to what the Rebbeim want from us, the Tzaddikim, Moshe Rabbeinu, all these messengers of Hashem, they take you to levels that you wouldn't be able to get to on your own. They bring out the Moshe, the Rebbe within you. So let's get excited, my friends. Let's get ready to greet Mashiach. Let's add a little bit more energy. Share this message. Like, comment. Please post a lot of comments. It channels this video to get the algorithms up. Post a bunch of comments, a bunch of good deeds that you did. Please share your good deeds on this group. Spread some good words. I'm interested to hear from you guys. Thank you so much. May Hashem bless you all. You can support the Torah channel. This video is sponsored by Mordechai Yisrael Ben Ber Ben Ita Rachel. May be blessed. You also can sponsor the Torah channel at the link below, or email me to sponsor via credit card or debit to help support the ways of Torah, the words of Torah. This video is also about sharing Hashem. So when you support this channel, or you like this video, or you comment, or even just watching it, you are involved in this mission in spreading Hashem's light to the world beyond words. Even just you watching this video is infinite and beyond. You can't even begin to grasp the power and the pleasure that you right now are causing Hashem by watching this video. May Hashem bless you all. Keep up the amazing work. Good. Be well.